Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. Hello, hello. And I started this weekend project out of nowhere. This absolutely was not on my plans. This was not something I was expecting to do, but I'm really liking how it's turning out. So, glad you're here today. Let's hang out. Alright, so like a week or two ago, I took apart a project that I made for my daughter that just didn't work out. She didn't like it. It didn't fit right. It didn't sit well. It just wasn't the right style. It was the multicolored cocoon. I'm still debating about what to do with mine. My mom thinks I should just keep it as a blanket. I don't know if I want to. Anyhow, I'm using Red Heart Retro Stripe yarn today, in case you were wondering what these gorgeous colors are. Retro Stripe. This is a run-of-the-mill yarn. Pretty common. A lot of people use it, so it's not like it's hard to find. If you can find Red Heart, it'll probably be there. Probably. Don't quote me. I don't actually work for them, so I couldn't tell you what their plans are. Anyways, there is a bitty striped Red Heart that has similar colors with a little more of a dark purple thrown in as well, and I'm quite intrigued by that. I might have to track some down because my youngest really likes this colorway too, and so now I have two kids that want items in this color. Using my 5.5 millimeter hook today. First time I've used it. And this particular project was not planned. Not planned at all. I just sort of picked up a hook and started hooking. I watched a video of a similar sweater, got inspired. I took the parts that I thought would work, and I'm just going from there. So I'm not doing it exactly the same. I will post, hopefully remember to post, where I got the original idea from. She has a really nice tutorial. She seemed very sweet, so that was very nice. Watched most of it and was like, okay, well, I think I know what I want to do and how I want to do it, so cool. Thank you for the inspiration and some tips and some ideas how to make it work. For example, one of her things that I really have found very, very useful was how she ends and starts her rows, which she does is at the end of the row she does a double crochet into the on top of the last one. Next row up we do a chain 2 and we start in our first hole. Yeah, we'll just call it a hole. I can't think of the name of it right now. Coffee hasn't really fully kicked in yet. Sunday, tired. Yeah, it's the mom life, always being tired. Okay, another one. Alrighty. So this is going to be a giant, well, on her, giant boxy sweater. It's going to have sleeves. I just haven't decided, we haven't decided how long they're going to be, and it also depends on how much yarn I have. I am possibly considering what a different color for cuffing, like around the neck, the wrists, the bottom. Sorry, I got a little excited there. Hand just went right off the screen. So I'm thinking maybe a silver gray. Black would be kind of expected, but I have a silvery gray that I think would really showcase the colors, and she says she likes gray now. So that might work. I don't have a lot of black right now, and I don't want to do white. This is for an 8-year-old. White isn't always the smartest choice when you're got active children. That's not a bad thing. It's just, she got a Jaws shirt a couple weeks ago. First day she wore it, blueberry all over the shark. And of course, who loves sharks? She absolutely loves anything ocean related. So, thankfully I got it out. But it was a tough go. Old toothbrush, dish soap, lots of scrubbing. Gentle scrubbing, of course, because it's on a pitcher. Ugh. But it came out, so I'm happy about that. Oop. There we are. So, yeah, this is going to be a cute little sweater. Possibly just a weekend build. I don't see this one taking me too long. It's pretty straightforward, and the yarn is pretty bulky. I started this panel yesterday on a break from some very heavy chores. Ladders are involved, and so I wanted a little break, and so I started this other panel. And I'm already at needing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more rows. And that really, in the scheme of things, is not very much. Well, another knot. We're going to have to figure out a way to keep that in there. I know what to do. Oh my gosh. Really having a bad time of losing a lot of hair right at the moment. More than normal. Yeah, see, there's a bunch here. Woke up and my bed has had so much hair in it. I don't know. It doesn't look like I'm losing a lot of hair, but I brush my hair and I lose a lot. I have a shower and I'm pulling. I don't want to talk about it. It's just so much. Tells me I'm getting better, but I'm not fully there yet. And there we are. Look at how pretty that pink next to that orange is. It's just so pretty. Really love the colors, and I've seen people make really cute amigurumis with this yarn. And this has actually been washed, so this is actually delightful to work with. It's quite soft, it's quite cushy, it's very, very, very puffy. So definitely after it's been washed, it is fun to work with. And for anyone thinking about getting something like that and washing it before using it so it's softer, totally could do that. All you have to do is get one of those lingerie mesh bags. I've washed yarn that hasn't been worked with before because it was really stiff, it was really not in great shape, and it really, really worked. I was really happy about it. I used the mesh bags for most of my more delicate items, and it works great for my crochet sweaters and stuff. And the lighter shirts, the cotton ones. So that is absolutely wonderful. I definitely recommend the mesh lingerie bags. Plus they're good for your lingerie. You can wash your bra without it catching everything else in the wash load. The clips, all that good stuff. I have to get some more soon. I have one small one and it doesn't seem to be holding up that great. It's had quite a few washes and been stretched out. I've even used it for cleaning my wrist braces. Just take the metal out and give them a good cleaning because of course you wear them, they're going to get smelly. So I wash them often. Don't want your smell of your own wrist gross you out, right? So after I get the two panels, I have to decide on what kind of, how big of a neckline She possibly would want to have like one shoulder be able to come out. I haven't decided if I'm okay with that. She'd have to wear like a long tank top underneath or something, and then I'd be okay with it. It's fine then, but just on its own, well, it is Granny. You shouldn't wear this just on its own. I'm not thinking clearly. My brain is just completely null and void this morning. I'm just very tired. And I have a lot of things to get done today, so not looking forward to that. A nice resting day would be lovely, but that's not in the cards anytime soon. And gorgeous. Yeah, definitely. It's so much better when it's washed. And the yarn is quite cushy. See? Very nice. The colors are just gorgeous. I absolutely love this color combo. They knocked this one out of the park. I can see why this one is popular. Like, I like the neon stripes. They look really good in a skein, but the reality of using it didn't quite pan out the way I would have liked. I don't know, I just ended up making granny squares with them, and even then I'm just kind of not sure how I feel about it. So they've been floating around for quite a while where I haven't decided where I want to use them, how I want to use them. Love the colors, but at the same time, it didn't pan out the way I would have liked. I don't know. I tried a few different things and I found it a little tricky. I've seen a lot of people do pooling with it and I've never learned how, so maybe that would help. But I'm not making a blanket right now, so I don't know. Just something to think about. I am interested in pooling just because I'm curious how it works. It seems very complicated, so that's kind of scaring me, so I'm a little intimidated by it. I'm intimidated by a few things, so that's okay. There are some things I'm not intimidated by. And that's okay too. Can't go wrong, right? Do-do. I love it. Yeah, see, this is why sometimes I just play music. I sit here and I just can't think of anything to say. I'm not sure. Like, I think a lot of things, but I mean, I just get lost in my stitching. Like, I'm watching it work, and it's just so relaxing that it just zones me out. I don't know if that happens with anybody else. I've actually done a few extra rows before because I got so into what I was doing and just forgot that I only needed to do this many. I'm like, oops, I did too much. There we go. My hands were getting too close to me again, trying to find me. I might try some of my knitting on my son's sweater. It's been a little bit. It's sitting there looking at me like, you haven't picked us up in a while, but it just kills my wrist. And it's been a little tender. Like, it feels better, but doesn't feel better, if that makes any sense. So it's just a matter of trying to keep it comfortable. But it's definitely been acting up. But I was lifting a ladder and I had to clean out the bathroom vents again. They are so bad. But the fans are in good shape, so I want to keep them working. And we are at the end of the row, and I can show you what I was talking about how she was ending rows and why I found it so great. Because now I don't have to worry about having them not be the right size. So here we are. This is your cluster. One, you're supposed to be 3 here, but oh goodness. Oh no. See, this one has 3, this one has 3, and this one ended up with 2, and I'm not going to live with that. Okay, we're going backwards. Frog with me. Like I said, super tired. Not my day, I guess. I was hoping to have this done by the end of the weekend, and it is Sunday already, and I don't think I'm going to quite make it. I got a few things to do, and I just cost myself 2 rows. Anyways, I'll show you from here. So, what she did that I thought was really neat was the end of this row, she placed into this particular one. These do not count as part of your clusters. So she did a double crochet right here, and then you do a chain 2, turn the work, and now 1, 2, 3, until you get to the end and you do the double crochet and then chain 2 above. And it's been working out really well, keeping the row super straight. Look at that. Look how nice that is. So when I sew it all together, it's going to go very nicely. Anyways, I'm going to go and cry because I had to redo those rows. I'm just joking. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.